Hi guys, and welcome to another Star Wars review. I'm about to do the Rebel U-wing from Hasbro. It's the Nerf edition. I have a couple things for scale here. Just for length, it's about 21 inches or 53 centimeters long for those of us in Canada, and it's about 9 inches wide or 23 centimeters wide, the width. So for displaying, you're going to want a fair amount of room, just like the U-wing, or just like the Tie Striker here, sorry. I put this for scale, and I also have the I guess Hasbro remake of the Kenner A-wing for scale, and as you can see, it's substantially longer. However, the base of the ship, if you don't attach the wings, isn't too much of a difference. So let's get right into it. I have a few pros and a few cons about this. The first pro is the action figure Caspian, who it comes with. One of the things I love that they're doing with these figures is the holster actually hides away the gun. Some of the older Hasbro ones had it sticking out, or it wasn't a proper holster, didn't do anything. I actually like that it can go in there nicely. Now, once again, they're 5 points of articulation, just 2 on the legs and 2 on the arms, and then the swivel head. It's a ball, but it really only swivels. Not bad design. Mine, if you can see, I don't know if you can see, but the beard is a little bit, it's kind of sketchy, but then again, in the movie, he had a bit of a rough beard anyway, so it's not too bad. The eyes are a little bit wonky. Overall, though, yeah, B plus sort of action figure. It's definitely better. Mine's got a bit of paint rubbing off there on the top of the head. It's definitely better than a lot of the ones that are included with some of the starships. So not too bad action figure there. Let's get down to the nitty gritty here. My biggest pro on this thing is, I don't know if you can see in here, but there is an elastic in here which holds down the figure when you insert him into the cockpit. I just love that. This is a really big cockpit, so you can fit larger figures in here if you wish. If you have the some of the droids or some of the larger figures, K3PO could fit in here, or not K3, sorry, K2SO could fit in here, and a few of the other larger ones. I just love that holds it down, because in other ships, if you're playing with it, you can hear the pilot flying around. However, in this one, nothing. Really nice. The big aspect here, I'm going to move the camera up a little bit, is the wingspan. Now, when it goes out, it's quite large, but it comes back down, and it's not too bad. Let's do that again. You can do this with one hand, which is nice. Boom, just like that. Very nice. Smooth. These wiggle a little bit, but overall they're not too bad. One of the best features I love, well, okay, I'll just skip that. I'll go straight to the landing gear. Fairly sturdy landing gear, which is nice. That was one of my big issues with the Tie Strikers. It didn't have any landing gear, so it flops when you put it down. It has the Nerf gun, and this is one of the pros that I like. On the back here is a button right here, and when you push it, the Nerf gun comes out. Now, I've already loaded this one, and when you push it again, it fires. So I love that you can hide it away. The Tie Striker, they did a nice job of camouflaging it. However, it's always out. So if you accidentally push it, or whatever, you can still see that Nerf firing gun there. However, this one just goes nice in here. It's almost flush, but it doesn't affect it too much if you put it down. The landing gear is nice. Easy assembly. All I had to do was pop on the 4 engines and the 2 stabilizer wings. That leads me to one of my cons. This engine, I have tried so many different ways. It goes in there, it just does not click. I was watching a couple other videos of people putting it together, and I noticed that they also had issue with at least one of the engines. So one of these pieces, one of these top pieces that goes on, just isn't made up to standard of the other 3. It could be something to do with the mold or when they're casting it, but I noticed a lot of other people had issue with at least one of the engines, and it seems to be one of the bottom engines. So it's the casting of one of these 2, and I just happen to have it on this one, but I think it can go on either one. Yeah, that was one of the issues I had. One of the things, I don't like about it, but I understand, is if you watch the movie, you know that this is more of a drop ship. However, they made it as a one pilot ship. It would be nice if this could open up, but I know that there's nowhere for it to go, or even if it had like a landing gear that came down or something to give it the illusion of being a larger ship when it's on the ground. It's just something that's missing. I know that they did that for like the Imperial shuttles and a few of the other larger ships to give it that look of being a larger ship once it's on the ground. I understand when you're flying it, or that it can only fit one figure because it's only so large, but yeah, it's not a starfighter, it's more of a gunship. But yeah, overall I'd give it a B+. Pretty good. One thing I like is it didn't come with any decals. That's, some people find that a negative. I find it a positive because I always put them on crooked and it always looks terrible. This opens up to the front way, which is kind of cool. So you can see pilot in there. Has a lot of good ability for display. You can put it like this. You can bring out the landing gear and put it on the ground like I had originally had it at the beginning of the movie, or video. It came with 2 Nerf darts, and that's it, just 2, which is okay. That's all you really need. It only fires 1 at a time. That leads me to the last con on this, is the Tie Striker had space to store your additional darts. However, this one does not. It comes with 2 darts, but you just have to hold the other one or something like that. It won't work. There's nothing you can do with it. And yeah, so that is the Rogue One Rebel U-wing fighter from Hasbro. Just a quick review, and thanks for watching. Please do like and subscribe. I'm going to be posting more and more videos as time goes on of Star Wars, Lego, Magic the Gathering, various things that I have that I want to open and just kind of share with all of you. Alright, have a good day.